Good morning, Eastern Carolina. It is Wednesday. We've made it to the middle of the week, and now this is my type of weather. Sunshine, mild overnight temperatures, and warm in the afternoon. Low to mid-80s, low humidity. I could just put ditto marks on this on the forecast for the next 365 days, and I'd be happy. Well, let's take a look and see, though, what I am tracking. That trend is definitely coming up as far as temperatures are concerned. Still plenty of sunshine around for the next several days, but we will start to bring a few more clouds into the picture here. Unfortunately, though, those clouds are going to thicken up as we head into the weekend with the front coming into the area. This morning, 10 degrees warmer than what we saw yesterday morning as far as temperatures. 54 was a good popular number for the inland spots, and 57 was also very popular as you got closer towards the coast. Warmer start means a warmer finish. Here's what our Storm Track 12 forecast looks like for this afternoon. Low to mid-80s, low humidity, plenty of sunshine, just a few fair weather clouds from time to time. Could be a little bit of patchy ground fog as we head overnight tonight, just like we saw this morning across the area. But notice temperatures into the 60s for overnight lows. And then sunny and warm in here for tomorrow. Low humidity, temperatures mid to maybe even upper 80s, not completely out of the question for some of the deeper inland spots. Well, one thing we have been seeing is just beautiful sunrises and sunsets for us here in Eastern Carolina recently. Take a look at this from Ron Butler at eLive Surf. Sent this in of sunset last night down in Carteret County. Beautiful way to end the evening, and started off this morning very similar to that, with some high mid-level clouds around the area here. All right, let's take a look and see what we do have in control of our weather right now. We are tracking a high pressure that's moving in from the Tennessee area, and as a result, that's going to get pushed eastbound because of this front that is coming through Ohio. Now, it will not be until we hit Friday and Saturday that really this front will start to have an impact on our weather. And there is so much cooler air behind that front. But this is where we got to start looking at other players on the weather map. And what we're tracking is a little hurricane down off the Baja of California. Miriam, I believe the name of this system is, in the Pacific Ocean. Some of that moisture is going to come across the Baja, Mexico, and eventually Texas. And potentially by Monday or Tuesday next week, could get pulled into our weather pattern, all depending on where that front ultimately winds up. Is it over us here in Eastern Carolina? Well, if it is, and then we're going to get that moisture from Miriam affecting us here Monday going into Tuesday. If it's down to, say, South Carolina, North Carolina border, or even further south across the South Carolina-Georgia border, we're not going to have a whole lot to worry about that, because then that high pressure coming down out of Canada will suppress it to the south. So the question with our weekend and work week forecast for next week depends on where exactly that front lines up. You can take a look here and kind of get maybe a hint from the jet stream level, as we do have that gentle southwesterly flow in over us as we go through the end of this week. Now, you do notice, though, by the time we hit Thursday and Friday, we start to see that next trough digging in across, across the northern plains here. The real cold air stays bottled up here, but exactly how progressive is this trough is the key of how things pan out as we go into the weekend here. You can definitely see that we do develop a cutoff low pressure system basically right along the spine of the Appalachians is where that trough is. So any moisture that gets caught up into this flow would be sent along the east coast of the United States. But the question is just how quickly does this lift out? This particular model, the GFS, I think is lifting it out too quick, bringing the body of the trough over us, and as a result, keeping that front suppressed well off to the south. The European model kind of holds it right across here, and as a result, anything that comes out of the desert southwest will be using that front as a boundary to track along, and that potentially could bring some more heavier rain Monday going into Tuesday. So those are kind of the players on the weather map. We'll have to see how they exactly play out. Until then, though, enjoy the beautiful sunny weather for us here in Eastern Carolina. Light south-southwesterly winds, nothing more than maybe a few high mid-level clouds working their way on through the area here. Notice where the main storm track does stay well off to our north and west. Now, you notice future track is trying to develop something along the sea breeze front. It's possible. I don't think it'll happen tomorrow. I think if it is going to happen, it may be on Friday. But I think, again, the model is overdoing it as far as that trend is concerned. As far as the tropics are concerned, Nadine is the only game in town. It's a fish storm way out there in the middle of the Atlantic. No problem whatsoever. And again, we'll have to watch if any of the Pacific hurricane moisture gets pulled into our weather pattern as we head in through the weekend going into next week. So the front comes in, scattered showers, especially the second half of Saturday, at least through the first part of Sunday. Now, depending on the timing of the arrival of the Pacific hurricane moisture, we may see a break in here with partly sunny skies on Monday before the next stronger round comes back in on Tuesday. Again, that's something I'm going to be continuing to track and watch and alert you to as we head on through the next several days. Have yourself a good Wednesday. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.